What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Powertry podcast. And yes, I am back. It's amazing. It's crazy times we're living in today. Very interesting times to be alive and not to be dead. So today I'll be sharing with you guys my heart behind the COVID-19 poem that is getting traction and getting viral. Well, it's not getting viral. I'm just messing with you guys. But the title of the piece was COVID-19 spoken word poem by j.ournal James. And in the poem, I described a few things. And thank you guys for all your feedback on the poem. I really appreciate it. It's really what feedback is what I feed, if you know what I mean. In any case, now the poem, the theme of the poem was change. How we need to change, especially in these times where we have this virus going on. The only way we can really combat, prevent, etc., is for us to change how we do things, change behavioral change, mental change, how we think, and all these things. And so that's the main thing. And the reason for that is, I think the only person in the universe that's allowed not to change is God. Reason being, God is all powerful, God is all present, God is all knowing, and we're not anywhere close to these things. We are the extreme and opposite version of these things. It's like the electromagnetic spectrum. You have the red shift and the blue shift. That's the distance. And that's the reason why we need to change, because we're ever growing, ever learning, and ever knowing things that we've never experienced before. And for such a time as this, we need to change. And we need to take all precautions that are being advised by the healthcare professionals, because you know what? They know a little bit better than we do. And they have seen the virus in the microscope. We haven't. So, Anyways, now, let's get back to the issue today. Why did I write the poem? It's really a short poem, like 2 minutes or so. It's very short. I feel like it's too short. Anyways, so the poem, it's really crazy because the poem pops up to be confident. It comes out as positive and all these things, but all these things that people do when they're in front of the camera. But my heart behind it is actually very, very opposite. I was very afraid, very inconfident. Is it unconfident? English is not my language. You should know that by now, right? Anyways, so that's the reason why I wrote the poem. I was afraid. Now here's the story. I'm getting ahead of myself right now. So a few weeks ago I was coughing and sneezing and all those things, and it was really crazy times and runny nose, etc. Now I'm not sure if I was feeling the inch of every process because of what was going on around, and because they had told us that if you have symptoms, be aware, etc. So you know what? I took precautions. I self-isolated and I hid myself in a room here, and I was very afraid. I was not confident. I was like, what if I have it? What's gonna happen? And I started researching, going news after news to search the symptoms of this virus, and it was crazy times. And to be honest, I'm still afraid right now. Even though weeks have passed and now I'm okay, I'm still afraid. So that's the reason why I wrote the poem. It's a poem out of fear. It's a poem out of being unsure. And those are they're really two things that I do when I'm afraid, when I'm weak, when I'm down. I turn to God because He's the source of all strength. And secondly, I write poetry in a response to whatever He has said and in response to how I feel as well. And so that's exactly what happened here. COVID-19 poetry, COVID-19 poem. Now, let me take this opportunity as well to invite you all guys, all poets out there, all content creators, everyone who loves to take video, audio, etc. Here's a challenge for you. It's COVID-19 Poetry Challenge. To join the challenge or to participate in the challenge, all you have to do is record your poem. It doesn't matter what you use, camera, iPhone, Android, whatever. As soon as you record a message, as long as you record a message of hope, inspiring people in these very crazy times. People are dying. People are afraid. People don't have a source of tomorrow. They're not sure. Even those whom we trusted to be the very best of us, those who have everything together, they have been brought to their knees with this disease. So I hope that you as a poet, you as a content creator could share some hope. So record your poem, share it on social media, Instagram or Facebook and Twitter. I think those are the three that we'll be using in this time, or whatever you use. Share the piece using hashtag COVID-19 Poetry Challenge, and let's get viral against this virus, and let's spread hope instead of spreading all these crazy symptoms. Let's spread love. Let's spread hope, and let hope get viral. Let love get viral. Let joy get viral. Let hope and peace get viral, not the other way around. Thank you so much for tuning in today on the Powertry podcast. I will be your host, Jumonia James.